Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Reino de las Mascaras, the Kingdom of the Masks. I am your host as always, Ray de Mascaras, and today we're going to jump right out of housekeeping and right into some mask talk because I got a doozy. If you paid attention on Instagram, you'll know what's coming. If you saw my short, you kind of have an idea, but yeah, if you don't have Instagram, you don't know what's coming. So, big Lucha weekend this weekend. Tomorrow night, as I'm taping this as always on Thursday, so by the time you're seeing this later today, Friday, the finals of the CMLL Grand Alternativa will be taking place. Best of luck to anyone signing up for this service. I have not yet. YouTube is fun because you cannot sign up with anything except a computer or an Android device. So I'm going to try that tomorrow, see if I can't get signed up, at least for the middle tier. A little spendy, really is a little spendy, but hey, well, I like my CMLL, what can I say? So, on top of that, on AEW Rampage, we've got Místico, Volador Jr., Hechicero, and Mascara Dorado in the main event. That is going to be absolutely amazing. Saturday night, Hechicero taking on Bryan Danielson in an absolute international dream match. If you are not familiar with Hechicero, I highly suggest you subscribe to The Dragon. That is my Wrestling Clips channel, because I am going to have a top 10 of Hechicero coming on Saturday. So be something to kind of get accustomed to what you're going to see. And then also on Saturday for GCW, Los Desperados, Arez, Latigo, and Gringo Loco will be in six-man action. And then they will also be in six-man action come Sunday. So busy week, a lot of lucha to watch all over the world. And in a couple of weeks here, starting up will be the Fantastica Mania tour for New Japan and CMLL over in Japan. So I've signed up for my month of New Japan World that I usually sign up for every year. So anyway, speaking of CMLL, speaking of Lucha, and speaking of masks, we are a mask show after all, the newest addition to the shelf, and one that I have been hoping to add for quite some time, and this past week I finally got to check that off of the list. But I've got this amazing Titán Inmortal monster in gold, the Inmortal Dorado, if you will. Ever since Titán started using this style of mask, I have told myself I need one in my collection. As you saw in the short, as I've talked about previously on the show, I do have a replica, an unofficial version of the mask that you see here, but having one from Titán tops it all. You can see the gold popping off of the lighting here that I'm using. You've got the piece on the forehead here. Everything just pops. Even the darkness aspect in here really does kind of pop out quite a bit. Yeah, this one's been on my watch list for a long time. I was finally able to pull the trigger on it this past week. I ordered it Friday. It came here Monday. It was literally an overnight trip. But as you can see here, I'm not going to put this one on this particular video just because I haven't not adjusted my eyes quite yet to seeing out of this thing. When I did the short, it was tricky because I had to get in front of the camera and I kind of struggled to find the camera because having both masks on at the same time really hampered the vision. But as you can see here, I mean, it's an amazing mask. You know, the gold really hits off of the lighting. It really shimmers. It is an absolute gem of a mask. It is signed. Go right here, and it did come with, wrong side. It did come with an authentication here as well. So I don't know that it was ring worn. I know that it was worn because I got a photograph of Titán wearing this. So it's definitely been on his head. I don't believe, it doesn't show a whole lot of, it doesn't show any signs of use on the inside here. So I'm leaning toward it was something worn either for a promo video, just something he was wearing to show off, you know, something like that. I do have a couple of other masks as well. I've got an Audaz mask that was worn, looks to be like for a workout. I got a picture of him in the gym with it, but it was not ring worn. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. You know, the masks are absolutely tremendous. Coming back to this one here, I mean, just an amazing mask all around. I mean, the details here, the color pops off the lighting, as I've said a few times now, but I mean, the material here, the sequins, it's one of my favorites. And I know I say that about a lot of my masks, but I truly mean it with this one here. This is definitely one for the record books, something that, again, I've been chasing it for a little while. I've been staring at it on my watch list for a long, long time, and then finally being able to go ahead and pull the trigger on it. Fun fact, there's one out of Japan I was waiting, kind of waiting to have the funds for, and it disappeared off of eBay. I don't know if it got sold. It's not in the sold listings, but it's gone. Really kind of after that, when it was more of the new style, with the semi-open mouth, with the fangs. So hopefully something like that pops back up and I can grab it. You know, because Titán is one of my favorites. First saw him in Ring of Honor during the days of the syndicated shows, and really noticed at that time how his mask style really evolved. So, you know, he was one that when I really started getting into collecting, I wanted to have a lot of his styles. So I've definitely gotten there. Showed it off a little bit last week, that wonderful pink and blue mask that I've got of his, that one worn and signed as well. But yeah, this is just top notch. I was floored when I got this in. I always wait for my wife to come home before I open them. It's just kind of fun that way. She enjoys it. But I pulled it out. It was very well packaged, very well taken care of. And I pulled it out, and I was just in awe. I was just in awe when I saw the color. When I put it on, it was like, you know, it's tight. like most masks, it's tight. But man, the color, it just pops. It's so well done. I love Titán masks, and this is a prime example of why that is. The craftsmanship, the design, everything that goes into this is just, I mean, this is a top-notch mask. I'm looking to do a little bit of a redesign back here. My my parents have some cube wire shelving. It's about a square foot. So I'm gonna take that off their hands and utilize it back here. I think it's gonna give me a little more space. It's gonna be nice to have, you know, the space where I can put a mask, I can put the picture, if it's worn, associated with it nearby, and I think it's going to look really good. I'll document the progress on that as it happens, and I think it'll be fun. You know, I'll probably put a couple of shorts up. I'll probably do some more shorts. The shorts seem to get some pretty good numbers, so look out for those. I'll probably do like a tour of everything, and we'll kind of go from there. So episode 60 next week, I am toying with the idea of doing a Q&A. I know I just did a Q&A with my wife, but it's been a long time since I've done just a general question answer type video. So look out for that next week, maybe, Depends on if I get another mask. Probably not going to happen, but I've seen stranger things happen. Fun fact, my wife put on her bingo card that I was going to buy 5 masks this year. We're sitting at 2 already. So I don't think I'll have a problem hitting that. A Titán mask was on my bingo card. So we both got to check off a box. So with that said, thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments, the likes, everything. That's what keeps everything going here. So I appreciate each and every one of you. We will see everybody next week as always. And live, laugh, love, and Lucha Libre. We'll see ya.